Oliviers, Trails in the Sky the Third. And on the topic of threes, I have three things to say before we kick this off in full. So the first of which involves the second playing, Grand Soul. So this is the place where I made that offer, hey, if you guys timestamp the various chests, I'll try to assemble the story. Well, I found out something. So, while the chests themselves don't refresh, their lines actually do change as the day progresses. So when it's daylight, you'll have one set of lines. When it's dusk, or sunset, or whatever you want to consider it, they'll have a different set of lines. And then when it's nighttime, there will be a third set of lines. So in the event you're looking for the whole chest completion achievement thing, you have to spend a lot of time here. But as such, I've missed the sunset treasure chests, and as such, the offer, I'd have to say, is going to have to expire. In order for me to actually get those, I'd have to load an earlier save, I'd have to go through the streets when I'm not as equipped, and when everything's just as annoying as ever. So that's the first one. The second one involves Cold Steel 3 for those of you that haven't heard. So, Agate and Tita are joining the Cold Steel roster. Yes, you will find both of them somewhere in Cold Steel 3. I don't know how playable they'll actually be, if they're just some sort of enemy you'll encounter, or what exactly. With the path Ereboni was on, it really would not be a surprise for them to run into some of the guys from the world who want to give them a piece of their mind. And for the third announcement, this one... oh yeah. So YouTube has started to allow channels like mine, basically the non-monetized ones, to actually schedule videos. So I still have to test this to see the specifics of it, but it's possible you may be able to have these videos at a fixed time each day instead of me having to show up and manually unlock them. So in case you're wondering, yes, I do have some of these uploaded in advance, and it's just they're there until I make them visible to the public. As such, you may have to wait for different times because it's different times when I can reach the computer to access it. Unfortunately, they don't actually let you, they being YouTube doesn't let you access Video Manager from a cell phone. Otherwise, yeah, I could do it a little bit more consistently. It's just baby steps, I guess. And here's the entrance to the next plane. I doubt the pattern will change up now, so yeah. We won't know what kind of place that's going to be until we step inside, though. Or what utterly bizarre fiends will be waiting for us there. I'm tingling with excitement. Let's make sure we're good to go before we keep going. So I could swap out Zin, whatever you want to call him. It's just, based on the performance I saw in that arena fight, I think I may want to try to abuse him a bit. If I really run into a problem, then I may swap him out for Chloe or someone if I need healing. That way Olivier or Oliver can just focus on offensive casting. And I don't know what Kevin will do, but he'll find something. I mean, hell, worst come to worst, we can go with some towels and a water bottle and he can serve us a refresher. Entrance exam results. That's gotta be for Chloe in the Genus Academy. It's the only thing I can think of. So, 22 of 36, and for 33 of those years, I hated the damn place. He snapped between chewing cuts of lamb. After swallowing, he added, "Who's going to run it? I sure ain't, and you're no carpenter." I'll just save you this line. We're in Locle. So if you remember, this is the prologue area from 2nd chapter. Basically the Bracer training ground. Where are we now? Nowhere I've ever been before, judging from where I'm standing. Oh my. Remember this place yet? Now that's what I call a fine view. Well, this is a lot prettier than the last plane, at least. This must be another real place that's been recreated here in Phantasma, much like the capital was. Most likely, yeah. Just where is it, though? Somewhere in Liberl? I doubt it. It's not familiar to me at all. My best guess would be somewhere along the Crone Mountains, but the ear suggests otherwise. Oh. What's the Bracer Guild's emblem doing here? Looks like this really isn't a place that exists in Liberl. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any guild facilities like this anywhere in the country. I'm not familiar with any either. Nor am I aware of there being any buildings like this in Calvert. Will you look at that? The answer was right on our noses the whole time. It was. This is the Locle Training Center. I know that name. Wasn't it the training camp Estelle went to a while back? You know, last year with Annalise. That's the one. It's a guild-owned facility located in Le Mans State. I've never been there myself, though. I've only heard about it from Estelle. So this is the Locle, huh? I've never trained here personally, but it's famous among bracers. That leaves us with yet another problem to solve. To my knowledge, Le Mans State is quite the distance away from the world. Yeah, it is. It's farther away than both Erebonia and Calvert. But you know, I may not have a clue how a place in Le Mans ended up being recreated here or why. But if our enemies did it, they must have had a reason for doing so. Right? I knew you'd catch on. I hope that was your stomach, Zin. That sounded like... We've got company, guys. Huh. Here comes trouble. I suppose beastman would be the best term for these things. This is probably what your next destination is, the path of beasts refers to. Another mystery solved. Watch out, there's a lot of them and this can get ugly.
Let's end this.
Decent damage, especially compared to the coliseum that I just came from. So we have the Were-Rat, resists fire, weak to mirage, and then the Were-Wolf, resists wind, same weakness. So, there should be a monument here so we can teleport later. As such, I'll start using Titanic Ore. Note to self, get poison resistance. Note to self, push Joshua forward, damn it. Okay, now I don't have to worry about the crit turn. So one of them is going to get a healing turn. Nope, never mind, scratch that, they're dead. Okay, one of them will get a healing turn. The survivor gets a healing turn. So I'm not too worried about the poison damage because I'm expecting to heal after this. Oops, Soulblur. That was rude. Take this. I should also look into swapping over to Josette as my support. That way I can get better Sepith drums. So triple level up. And we're getting some Earth Sepith here, a little bit of wind. In all honesty, I have way too much wind. Fleeing to fight another day, huh? They're smart little devils. Devils do seem a lot more intelligent than your average monster. Enough to make me wonder whether these are another kind of impossible fiend like the rest. I'm with you. I can't pretend to be an expert on the monsters of Le Mans, but I'm pretty sure they're not this smart. It looks like this plane stands to be a real ball. Here she comes. You have done well to come this far. On this plane, there are 3 ordeals to overcome. If you overcome them all, the next path will open. Take this. Map of Locle. Be forewarned. The Lord of Phantasma's goal is your... Well, she sure didn't stick around long. She's probably got so little power left now, it's difficult for her to show herself to us. So it seems. It must be a frustrating thing for her to deal with. Still, she left us with a useful gift. Yeah. Kevin opened the map of Locle. Okay, it looks like the lodge in the top right is where we are now. Then there's this Ballstar Channel place to the left of it. Maybe that's the ordeal she mentioned, or one of them at least. She mentioned there being 3 of them, but there's only one place that could fit the description marked on the map. I wonder where the other 2 could be. From what I can see, these 2 roads lead to them, the ones that seem to just stop all of a sudden. But this plane most likely has its own rules we need to follow. If we follow those roads now, there's a big chance we'd find nothing at the end of them. Unfortunately. Well, those are the cards we've been dealt. Let's just try heading over to the Ballstar Channel and see what comes of it. Now, since we've hit the Bracer Guild, hopefully you can guess this is where we should start fighting the Bracer characters. So, Shara, Estelle, any of the other group, I think it's Kurt's group that's going to join us will be here. So, if you're hurt, there you go. As for the shop, we can get an invisible bow. I'm gonna try to hold off on this a little bit. Roten Himmel? So I don't remember what Roten means. Himmel is sky, heavens, that type of thing in German. As for Roten, the EN ending means it's an adjective, I believe, or an adverb, or... It should be an adjective. So we have the hatchets for Joshua. Gun for... Okay, I'm confused. Here they say his name is Olivier, but in the text box they say his name is Prince Olivert. So, Sempre Verde? Or is that supposed to be Sempre Verde? Oh yeah, Aga should be here too, since he's a liberal bracer. As for the bracer coat, it's a step up a bit. Hey, moon glasses! Still crap for healing items, I'm afraid. So we gotta do something with all that wooden stuff we've been accumulating. So I'll take a pair of hatchets, thank you. Now this one I'd say is a preference, it's up to you if you actually want to get it or not. It's like, for the prince I mainly stick to his spells. It's just, this could come in handy if you ever want to use his S-Break. And this is a 200 power difference for Zin. It's crazy. Like, he deals a crap load of damage now, and that's gonna be that much higher? So let's slap these on real fast. So Fool's Emblem, I think we got this off Gilbert. Well, you can move fast, but everything else suffers. So let's see. If we get more movement, we get our agility doubled, our speed goes up, but we lose dexterity, we lose art defense, we lose art power. There might be some scenarios where that's not too bad. But now the other thing is, what quartz are now available to us? Oops. We can get mine 4. So this is going to take up all my water sepith, but I think it might be worth it. Damn. So I'm going to hold off on this. This isn't as important as that action 4. So while it may seem some of the stuff I got is going to waste, the thing is, if we're going to have to use a lot of party members later on, it's not like having these extras is not really a bad thing. So for Josh, we can go ahead and give him mine 3 for the time being, and I'll give him Tyrol in case I need a clutch heal. Mine 4. Mr. Tittles looks up with an annoyed expression. You disturbed us now. So if that's a reference to something, I'm afraid I don't know it. Freezing meatballs. Recipe was for not scrap paper within. Empty. No, my friend. I'm filled with artisan-style voidness. Not the artisan-style voidness. Nothing there. Cornelia bracelet. Will write flavor text for food. Yep, that's kind of what the interns at Xseed are supposed to say, I guess. Fortune. 6 of 12. 50 years later, the dangling healthatron swung limply in Hidiko's house, forgotten and neglected. It had been purchased 50 years before, purely on Sato's recommendation. Nothing there. So let's see what we just got. We'll give him the mine 4. And here's Fortune. It's not too bad. So I'm warping out real fast. We'll warp right back to the monument, but there's some things I want to pick up. So we're swapping this over to Josette, as I said. Oh no, don't tell me. Shouldn't be looking at the party members for this. I'm starting to think Rias walked off with my haze. Well, oh, there it is. Yeah, you can get it off her. So I'm going to replace this with Septium Bane, I think, since that should work. Now, I don't really think I need to move 3. So normally I'll have the Fortune equipped, I think, but right now I want to put the Haze here so I can slip around. In case you're wondering, yes, that's purely what I came back for. So to the Locle Lodge. there's nothing else here for us to interact with, it looks like. So what horrors await us here? Sure is dark here. Still, I guess you can't expect much in the way of light from a staircase leading to an underground waterway. From what I've heard, this used to be an old ruin under the Bracer Guild repurposed it until the Bracer Guild repurposed it as a training area. You might not be able to expect much light, but I would have preferred it to be a little cooler than this. My ever so fashionable attire is getting covered in sweat. So now they're calling him Olivier. It is pretty damn hot. That weird rumbling sound I can hear has been bugging me for a while too. Actually, I think we're almost at the end, so maybe it'll cool down in a second. Guess again, Joshua. What in the world? Well, it's no wonder we were feeling hot. Call me an optimist, but I doubt this is how this place normally is. Let's write this one off as our enemy's work. I think that's a safe assumption to make. Which means we're really going to need to proceed cautiously. Like, I don't have a map here that I can use to see the surrounding area. As such, this is one of those cases where that detection quartz is kind of worthless. Let's find out how much this place has changed. Okay, the guys here do not care for Zin. By the way, in case you want to change which break is active for the characters, this is how you do it as a new tactics menu. Some people may be having trouble with that. Now you know. So if it pushes to the right, what happens? Does that make the chest disappear? So I fought that thing for nothing. So we're gonna reset it to original position and see if that actually closes that or not. Damn it, it does. That's gonna make this a lot more time consuming. So we'll start with the left one, see where it takes us. We need to get to that chest I unlocked. Animations here being a little faster would not be a bad thing. Heat-resistant boots. Didn't Sunday school teach you not to steal? I bet you were one of those kids who slept through lessons. So his agility is non-existent, meaning he'll never dodge if he uses this. Overall, I think that's not necessarily a bad thing, because for him, he has to kill them before they kill him. Getting a lot of fire, 7th, but I really need the ingenuity quartz at this rate. You have pie. I am content without my contents. Snails have really high defense, but they crumble under water spells, in case you're having trouble with them. Fragrant juice? Joke's on you, the treasure wasn't tax deductible. So, how do I fight those exactly? Because the whole lava worm thing is kinda new. So now we need to see what happens when we move to the left. Oh, that answers that. Dragon Tree Jumpsuit. Warning, do not store children or other living creatures in chests. Good advice. Who has low art resistance? Because his is pretty good. He has practically nothing. And this won't remedy that, so I'm not going to waste it. We'll give this to Joshua. So I'm gonna do an experiment here. The guy with the heat-resistant boots is fine. Now I don't know if that's an abyss worm or what exactly. I usually only open up to my therapist. EP charge. Ooh, you found my treasure. What, you want a medal? Perhaps in another chest. All the way over there. You're killing me, game. So yeah, it's a long walk over here. Kaiser Knuckles. Well, I'm not a pirate chest. Those are usually buried underground. So yeah, now we know don't buy the Tiger Knuckles. Okay, I got a titanium suit from that fight, and those are essentially abyss worms. So feather brooch, chest will remember that. Bring to me the girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. swordswoman, I remember. Real quick. So yeah, they don't even drop decent armor. So Zane's kind of banged up now. Perfect. This will allow me to backtrack a bit. It's possible this could unlock some new stuff, but I'm not really holding my breath. Like, with all the fire set with I'm getting here, being able to do something with them wouldn't be bad. So right here I'm wondering if the whole negative movement thing is actually that bad. Worst come to worst, like if I put this on Olivier, or Oliver, I keep calling him the French version, even though it's supposed to be Olivier. The one movement speed penalty isn't necessarily a bad thing on him because I don't move him really. So yeah, I'll take that. He has an action 1, he has an action 2. Now the bad thing about leaving the screen is that caused the abyss worms to respawn. At least the one I killed, that is. So we got Sacred Breath 2 off of that. I don't know what exactly it does just yet. It's one of those things we have to wait and see. So heat-resistant boots. Would you also like a coffee? By the way, that was a rhetorical question. Aw, you got my hopes up. So yeah, we'll give him heat-resistant boots too. So you take only 25% damage from lava. Good to know. So I don't think I finished exploring over here. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to walk along the edges to get a better grasp of the area. So, yeah, there has to be a different area that leads to that one. But anyway, the reason why I've also made a line straight for the monument is because I can just teleport right back to it. So who cares if I get hurt or anything? I have this escape route. I'm gonna buy a pair of blue glasses just so I have them. Transfer. Well, it's a something. It's just I don't plan on using it anytime soon. Now, if I give this to him, he's more likely to miss, compared to if I give it to Joshua. Then, real quick, I'm gonna save. Because I had a feeling something was happening here. They warned us with the monument and everything. Hey, it's Annalise. I assume it's another grimoire. Annalise. It's another grimoire, not the real thing. It's like she's completely lifeless. Well, at least that means we don't need to hold back to avoid hurting her. Let's do this. Of course, I go first here when they're all the way over there. So I'm gonna lead off with a flicker. And this is a were-zapper, not a werewolf. And it can be delayed. Sacred Breath 2, not bad. So how fast can I get this spell off? Not fast enough. So she's completely immune to wind. I'm gonna try to lower the enemy's number real fast. And we're going to use True Descent to buff ourselves so we can really learn. So Kaioken. Okay, half his health. And wow. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't really remember much about her moveset to know what all I can and can't do. We're gonna pop Sacred Breath here.
I'll save you! Yeah!
And I'm gonna walk away. Have him heal Joshua. Sad part is he got knocked back, so I can't. Yeah, I have to run forward to get the range again. So she resists feint, they don't. So that delays Zin's turn. These are of comparable power. hoping he doesn't go after Josh, but it very well could. So that's like 3/4 of his health gone. Now, I don't think she can be delayed indefinitely, but he forced her to her true form at least. So I'm going to use Sacred Breath here just to get rid of that poison on Zin. That's half his health. No, it was more than enough. So, Doppel-Analyst. I think we dropped the first one.
I'll save you!
This should pretty much guarantee everyone to survive till the next round. Okay, if we remember from the last time, this didn't do any damage. Probably should have switched over this one a little sooner, but it doesn't matter. Denying her the healing turn would be nice. There we go. Okay, Titanic Lure it is. Since there's a monument right there, I don't really have to worry about working myself out of too much EP or anything. Remember, I have no impede. As is, I think I may just pop Grail Sphere. That way I don't even have to worry about repositioning. Although doing so does mean I risk giving her a healing turn. Might be able to keep delaying her turn.
Take that!
Oh, crud, I thought this was Zin, not... Oh, damn it. Hey, you know what? Let's walk away. I could have kept delaying her pretty much indefinitely by running low on CP on various people. So why not just make this easier on myself? And splat. Hoping to kill in a 7th up turn. Okay, Zin. Tadome down. Damn!
Savor the victory. We earned it.
So, 1000 EXP for the new guys. 180 win 7. None of the ones I can sorely use. Got a proxy puppet there. I imagine that was probably dropped from Analyst herself. And that might be her. Ceiling stone. That wraps that up. Sure does. Probably no price for guessing using the ceiling stone either. Let's head back to base and let her out. It's on my to-do list. Crimson Eye. I see you enjoy finding empty spaces. Story of my life, I'm afraid. Prevents mute. Wow. So, yeah. He's at 78, he's gonna hurt. So real quick, what's that other thing I have on him? Lamb choker? We don't need this anymore. Yeah, I'll take it just to boost his arts even higher. So this may be where I put the break in the video. We'll see how long the scenes are when we finally spring her. I don't think the random battles really took that long, so we at least have a solid hour-length video about. So the Sanqua Force is now available. Huh? Is she sleeping? Cuteness is justice. Fortune favors the cute. Keep your friends close and your plushies closer. Smart words from smart people. I don't think anyone else in history has ever said any of those things, especially the last bit. She seems so happy, though. I'm not sure I can bring myself to wake her up. In that case, I have a plan of my own. I shall sleep alongside her, and together we shall reach the pearled gates of Elysium, and cross into the paradise within. If you're up for a nap, that can be arranged. I have a few tricks that can knock you out in no time. I'm sorry, please don't hurt me. Hey, you tried. Seems she's finally woken up. Huh. It's good to see you again, Annalise. Good morning. Have a nice dream? Sure sounded like you were. Tita, Joshua, and Chloe are going to be the pride of my collection. But Julia and that girl over there are pretty cute too. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, but Zin's like a big fluffy bear, so he's actually kind of nice. And Coat's hair kind of reminds me of a sea urchin. That's not so bad either. I don't know who bought me all these new plushies, but they're the best. She thinks we're all life-size stuffed toys. Man, how drowsy do you have to be? I'm sure some hard drugs help with that. Aw, it was me thinking I'd gotten a bunch of amazing new plushies to add to my collection. Way to crush a girl's dreams, guys. Well, sorry for being a human being. I can't believe that's your first reaction to everything you've just been told. Sorry, I'll hop into serious mode now. I'm still having a heck of a time processing the situation, but I do know you're not lying. Besides, the proof that this is all real is right in front of my eyes. Only the real Tita can be that irresistibly cute. Well, just as long as you get it. So what are you going to do? Would you be up for helping with us investigate? Put me in, coach. That would be much of a brace for I wasn't willing to do anything in the face of a crisis like this. Especially if it's true something's happened to the Locle. There might be other bracers that have ended up in the same situation as me, and no way I'm turning my back on them. It's certainly a possibility. Other bracers, really? That's a good point. We know quite a few of them, too. Well, we've overcome one ordeal, but that still means we have two left on our plates. You know the drill. Now that we've done the first, let's go back to the fourth plane and see what's changed. Right. Let the fun begin anew. Powerful, effective swordsman speeds up when cornered.
Roger.
So real quick, let's see what Zane's support effect Zin, I mean. That's kind of lame. Actually, I probably should take her off. I don't know what kind of fight is coming up, so that's why I don't know what to put on her exactly. She has Impede 3. If I remember, her orbit is very heavy on wind slots, which is why she's not exactly the greatest. In terms of moves, she actually has quite a few. 8-leaf blitz, sword wind slash, fallen leaves, petal dance. And let's see how we are for doors. That's for Tita, Shara. So this is what you need the admission letter for, I think, or whatever that thing was I just got. Entrance letter, maybe? So the guardian of the royal family and the blade that serves the imperial house. That was Julia and Mueller, we already did. So we have to do 100 battles. I don't know if you can see how many you've done, but that should be soon. Eyes of Amber and the princess. The man who talks with his fists. Actually, this could be Chloe or Julia now that I really read it. It's just I think this is Annalise. So I believe this is one of those battle doors. So I think most of the ones in the Locle are. There's one for Shara, I know. I think there's one for Agate. It's just I don't know if you get both of them here. It's just... Let's see... So, we don't know if, like, the third trial is the end of the chapter. It's possible you could actually get all four here. Annalise, Shara, Agate, Estelle. I'm not gonna bother speculating. Let's just move forward. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. City of Bose. Interesting. Wow, that's a surprise. Annalise. Lugren. Is something the matter? It's not like you to walk right up to the second floor without even looking at the board and sit quietly like this. So in case you remember who Lugren is, he's the receptionist of the Bose Bracer Guild. You're not feeling sick from eating too much ice cream or something, are you? Don't be silly, I'm not a kid anymore, you know? Could have fooled me. I swear that you were the one who ate 3 full scoops first thing in the morning this morning, and later had to go get some stomach medicine from Spence. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me? Let's all pretend that never happened, okay? Besides, that was back when I was a junior bracer. That was forever ago. I learned my lesson after that, I swear. Now I never have more than 1 scoop each morning. You're not supposed to have ice cream in the morning at all, you know. No matter. So, what have you been doing up here all this time anyway? Right. Well, you see, I got a letter from my pappy who lives a long way away this morning. Really now? He's a swordsman, if I recall, isn't he? Yep, he's an instructor. He's real famous among sword practitioners, actually. Yun Kafai of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. So if that name sounds familiar, he's the guy who trained Cassius and Reed. Ah, yeah, that's the one. I was familiar with the name even before meeting you, but I was quite surprised to find out you were his granddaughter. Did you used to live here in Liberal? I'm surprised you knew about that. Can't say I have any memories of when he was here, though. It's around when I was born, so how could I? That long ago, I see. So how's he doing? Well, judging by his letter, yeah, he's doing fine. I haven't had the chance to meet him in person for about a year now. Last time I had a chance to spar, I felt like he was totally babying me, even though he's like 70. He really must be skilled to be treating an active bracer that way. What's with the sudden serious face? It's nothing all that major, but I've been wondering something for a while. Why do you stay here when you can join him? Sorry, I'm lost. Well, it's just you're aiming to improve your swordsmanship, aren't you? Feels like if you have a grandfather like that, the fastest way to do that would be to go with him and polish your skills at his side. That's, well... I suppose it's not my place to be telling you what may or may not be best for you. Sorry, Annalise, you need to pay attention to an old man like me. No, that's not true at all. I really appreciate your advice, so please don't think it's not your place to give it. I can definitely see where you're coming from on this. I do have my reasons for being here and all, they're just a little difficult to explain. Oh. I do want to learn more about swordsmanship and swords in general. So in that sense, you're right about continuing to train under Pappy would be best, and would be the best and fastest course of action. But that's not all I want to do with my life. I want at least as much, if not more, to know more about what it means to be a bracer. I guess it's a case of wanting to learn more about swordsmanship as a bracer rather than as a swordsman, if that makes sense. Am I even doing a good job of explaining this? No, I think I see where you're coming from now, actually. Besides, Pappy once told me he taught me all of the technical side of swordsmanship, forms, crafts, and that kind of stuff already. Whether I can master them or not is all down to me now. So in that sense, I feel like there's no specific need for me to train under him nowadays. Of course, whether I'm really advancing in my swordsmanship now is another issue entirely. I wish I could say for sure I was, but... I see. What's with the silent treatment all of a sudden? It's nothing. You're just not really one for these kinds of serious discussions, so I was impressed to see you were even capable of them. Hey, I am so capable. Besides, you were the one who kind of pushed me into talking about all this stuff first. I'm glad I did too. Anyway, getting back to the point, what did that letter even say anyway? Right. Well, surprising as it is, it says that I should go and see Cassius Bright. Cassius? The one and only? Yep, that's right. Supposedly Pappy was invited by the Royal Army to be a guest instructor at some point a long time ago. That's when he trained Cassius too. So ever since, they've had this kind of student-master relationship with one another. Cassius even went out of his way to go and see him 10 years ago when he decided to stop using his sword too. 10 years ago? That would put around the time when he left the army and became a bracer then. What exactly prompted him to tell you to go visit Cassius now, though? Well, I guess he only just found out that Cassius has returned to the army. So now he's wondering whether he might take this opportunity to take up the sword again. I gotcha. He wants you to go and ask for him. And let him know what he says, yeah. I see. People really do end up connected in the strangest places in the funniest ways. Tell me about it. Anyway, that being said, I kind of have a favor to ask. You want time off, I assume? Well, who am I to say no? You've got a good cause to have it. I can even get in touch with the army and set up a meeting with Cassius if you want. Really? Really? Go along and get that truth your grandfather wants for him. But in return... In return? I want you to take care of every single one of the monster extermination requests on the board first. Every single one? Are there like 5 of them right now? Sure, but the monsters in the area will be no trouble at all for you as you are now. They'd be less of a problem if Grant were around, but I had to lend him to the guild over in Ruin, and he's still not back. You have to pick up the slack here in his place, especially if you want time off. Okay. Three days later. Laced Fortress. Finally here. Right on time, too. Okay, let's go bug Cassius. Can I help you? Well, I'm Annalise Elfide, a bracer with the guild. I've come to meet with Brigadier General Bright. I see, I believe we've been expecting you. I'll pass on that you've arrived, then. You might have to wait a little while before you can meet with the General, though, I'm afraid. But I'm right on time. Did something throw a schedule off? Something must have. I can't pretend to know much more than you do. But the General's a very busy man, so it's not at all unusual for things like this to happen. Anyway, like I said, I'll pass on that you've arrived. I'm going to have to ask you to wait out here for a while. Sure, no problem. This is taking ages. I hope the meeting isn't going to end up getting cancelled or something. I really don't want to have to come all this way for nothing. I suppose if I came here with Cassius, I could at least go shopping in Gransel. They should probably be getting the new lineup of stuffed toys around now. But which one I should get? Maybe the bear? Or a crocodile once in a while would be nice. Excuse me, young lady. The General can meet with you now. Really? Good day, sir. Thank you. You must be Annalise, I assume. Yes, I am. Welcome to Zin Fortress. The General is waiting. Please follow me. Thank goodness. I seriously thought I was going to have to go home without getting to see him. I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Please follow me. You got it, sir. And here's the guy you guys have probably been chirping for. I've brought your visitor, sir. Very good. You may return to your duties. Thank you, sir. I'm really sorry about the delay there, Annalise. Don't be. I'm more thankful you took the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me at all. This is the least I can do for someone from my old line of work. It's been a while since we last met, though, hasn't it? You've become a seasoned veteran before I knew it. I'd certainly like to think I have. I can't have Estelle soar ahead of me while she's abroad, can I? This is just what rivals do. So they do. I'll be looking forward to seeing just how much stronger the two of you can become. You won't be disappointed. Getting to the point, I was pleased to hear that old Master Kafai is still in good health. I believe it was because of him that you came here today. That's right. I didn't realize you were an acquaintance of his before this. I certainly am. In short, he's the man who taught me the way of the sword. That was over 20 years ago at this point. The first time we met was when I was back at the military academy, so I studied it under him. I still remember the harsh training sessions he gave here at Leiston like they were yesterday. Really? Is there any special reason you didn't say you knew him before? You knew I was his granddaughter, didn't you? I did. By the time I first met you, I had long given up the path of the sword. It didn't feel appropriate in my eyes to act as if I was his student in light of that. Gotcha. I haven't seen him in about 10 years, I think. He does write to me on occasion, but how is he these days? Does he still have that same old vim and vigor? Yep, he really doesn't act his age at all. Still, if you let me get right to the point, the reason I came here is to continue the discussion he had with you 10 years ago. Oh? To tell you the truth, Pappy still laments the fact that you left the path of the sword. That was why he wrote to me when he heard you'd returned to the army. He wondered whether you were returning to the military, mean you were also ready to pick up a sword again. So this is it. He'd like to know directly from you how you feel. I see. It's a great honor that after so many years, you still care so much about an inexperienced and utterly lacking swordsman like me. And yet I'm afraid my answer is that I still have no intention of taking up a blade again. Can I ask you why? You certainly can, but I'm not sure how to put my answer. This has always been on my mind, too. I always wonder what would prompt someone so skilled with the sword that they even gained the title Divine Blade to leave it all behind. And I don't mean to make light of your skill with a staff, or say it's inferior, nothing like that. It's just hard to wrap my head around why you did what you did. There's a little part of me that can't accept it either. Especially now that you've returned to the army. Why can't you return to being a swordsman? Unless you believe the staff is stronger than the sword after all? No, not at all. I just believe a staff to be a more fitting weapon for me as I am now. Staves are a symbol of protection, which are used more for keeping enemies at bay than cleaving through them. You say that as if all swords are good for us, can I even kill him? That's not true. I fight because I want to protect things just like you do. As a swordsman, as a bracer, and as myself. Are you telling me the swordsmanship Pappy taught me isn't going to let me do that? I'm sorry, I didn't ask for you to take your time out of your day so I can come and shout at you. But I can't accept what you're saying. Up until all of what happened here in Liberl, I never felt any doubts that swordsmanship was the right path for me. In the end, all of what happened just served to remind me of how powerless I really am. And now I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll always be a rookie. I'll never be strong enough to do what I want to do. Now I see. Perhaps this is fate. I see Master Kafai hasn't changed one bit. He's still the same firecracker he always was. What do you mean? I'm afraid as I am now, I'm not able to answer the questions you're asking me. But I know someone who can. Planning to do out here? I really want to know who he called to. There you are. Are you all ready to begin? Indeed I am. I never expect to have to wear this uniform again, though, especially not so soon. I almost think you enjoyed messing with people. I'm not doing it to bully you. You know as well as I do your usual work clothes aren't well suited for this kind of thing. Richard. I realize the This may sound a little silly coming from a man wearing this uniform, but I'm no longer a colonel, young lady. Sorry. So, Mr. Richard then? Or Alan? You can call me whatever you wish, though no need for the Mr. Meanwhile, I believe you are Annalise, a senior bracer from the guild. You know me? I'm not the former commander of the intelligence division for nothing. I know about all of the bracers in this country. I see. But how did you end up being here? Actually, Richard was who I was meeting just before I spoke with you. Really? In short, I've decided to start up a new research company as a civilian. So while I may not be part of the army anymore, I can definitely see myself continuing to need to work with it in the future. So I decided to come here in order to discuss the matter with Cassius in the hopes of maintaining a good relationship between us in the future. I get it now. Wait, it's the person you mentioned earlier. That's right. I want the two of you to fight one another. Wait a second, this is all a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially if I'm going to be fighting the famous Colonel Richard. Is that so? You don't want to know the answer to the questions you asked me earlier, then? I believe any doubts you have towards swordsmanship can only be dispelled through using it. Focus not on whether you win or lose, but on pouring all you have into the battle, and you should find the answers you seek. Alright then. I'm not sure I'll make much of an opponent, but I'll do what I can. It's not every day one has the chance to test their skills against a relative of the Eight Leaves School founder. I'm eager to see what you can do. Begin. Right. So, I really don't remember a damn thing about how this guy fights. So, 15,000 hit points was actually kind of tame compared to what we've had to put up with until now. So we have Tira and Tyrol, but no Tyr. Kind of interesting. Let's start off with a clock up EX.
Think you're clever? Die with honor.
That wasn't too bad. Main thing though is I need to make sure I get a healing spell off here. How am I for items? The Tira Bulbs that only heal 2,000. So yeah, this is gonna be a tad rough. Well, we'll get to see what her moves do exactly. Oh my god, this is... You're killing me, game. So these are the spells from the earlier games. The way they scale is based off of that. That's why Tyrol is a 6,500 heal. So let's try and follow the moves. Kinda curious if I can delay it. You can, but you do next to no damage. So you know what? don't even have any real offensive moves here. I wonder if I should use the ultimate ice cream. Well, I'll take one more hit before I do that. Okay, a little bit of good luck. Offside immediately.
Be gone!
Hey, he knows Destructive Disc. So my speed buff has expired. Not entirely sure in retrospect it's really worth using or not. I'm gonna hit him with the S break next turn because I guess I'm gonna fire it off right now. I was kinda hoping to hit the 200 CP mark, but it's not the game. I think I need to take one more hit before I use that. Should have known I'd stand no chance. I'm amazed by just how well you did fight, though. Alright, the victor is decided. Sheathe your blades. So, Annalise, how did his swordsmanship appear to you? Well, he fights using the 8-leaf school 5th form Morning Moon. He made a few changes to the standard form, but it's largely a style based around sword drawing techniques. Okay, I know it's a bit more than just technical details like that. What did you notice? One thing I realized while fighting him, Richard swings his sword as if perfectly synchronized to my breathing. The second I go on the offensive, he reacts without fail. In that sense, it feels like his swordsmanship is much more defensive than offensive, I suppose. That defensive style matches perfectly with the form he uses in combat, and the result is very natural, very powerful swordsmanship. Oh-ho. What I can't work out is why you're so focused on fighting defensively to begin with. I mean, I assume it's because you want to protect something, but what? Annalise? Yes. I wield a sword for but one single reason. The reason is to protect this country. Oh. Everyone has at least something that they wish to protect in this world. Perhaps that is a person, such as their family or loved ones. Perhaps it is a belief or ideology that they hold dear. And just as things we seek to protect are different, so too are the ways we choose to do it. In my case, the way I choose to protect what I care about just happens to perfectly suit the defensive swordsmanship you noticed. Although I can only imagine how comical it must sound to hear a criminal who threatened this nation talk about wanting to protect it. Not really. Richard, you... Please don't say anything, General. Her Majesty may have chosen to pardon me for what I did, but that doesn't make those crimes simply disappear. Still, just as your desire to protect the liberal remained even after leaving the army, I can't completely turn my back on mine. It was something I could do when I resolved that I leave the army even. It was? You see, Annalise, to me, one's position in life is just a means to an end, a way in which to achieve whatever you wish to do. I think that's true for one's choice of weapon as well, wouldn't you agree? Well, what's important isn't what weapon you choose, but what you use to... I can't even speak right now. What you use it to do. What inspires you to take it up and use it to fight? The reason I chose to put my sword aside and take up a staff is those feelings had changed, that is all. So, Annalise, any more thoughts? I should just use my sword in the way that best fits me to do what I want. That's what you're trying to say, right? Sure is. You beat me to it. You're Master Kafai's granddaughter, all right. Very quick to catch on to things. I'm just as quick at forgetting things, too. But I finally get where you're coming from. Really? I'm happy to hear that. Could I ask you to pass my answer on to Master Kafai, then? Consider it done. I'm sure he'll understand. I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I do hope I'll have the chance again one day. So do I. You both have to make sure you don't neglect your training, then. Of course. I wouldn't dream of getting any less than 100%. Really, it sounds that was quite the fruitful experience. Sure was. I'm guessing this was Pappy's plan all along. He knew exactly what would happen if I went to ask Cassius what I did, and that's why he asked. I must have sounded a little unsure of myself in the last letter I wrote him. I see. Like master, like pupil. Incidentally, while I hate to spring this on you before you even had a chance to settle back in, a lot of work built up while you were away. There's even a request from the mayor, too, so I need you to get right on it all. If anything, you should be grateful. All this work will give you a chance to refine your skills with that new mindset of yours, won't it? That's one way of looking at it, sure. So, Pappy. Well, I bet you knew all along. It looks like Cassius has no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. But thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. Up until now, I thought it was all about getting stronger, or faster, things like that. But now I finally realize that what's far more important than either of those things is why you take up the sword in the first place. Your feelings. I feel like now I finally understand why I was never able to defeat you no matter how many times we fought. I might not be the best student in the world, but I'll keep giving my training all I've got. Love, Annalise. Side story, swordsmanship finished. 5,000 Mira. Ready for round 2? So in order to win this thing, you must go first. If you do not go first, you've automatically lost this. I'd like to say I'm exaggerating, but no. The reason why is this. Pay attention to my CP bar. I'm currently at 7. After I'm receiving end of his S-Craft, we're pushed all the way up to 67. That was worth 60 CP. There's pretty much nothing that can compete with that. So right here I'm going to pop the Ultima Ice Cream. It's going to give me a little bit more CP, it's going to give me a little bit of healing. Now every time he hits me I get 15 CP, every time I hit him I also get 15. You have to watch out for a potential double turn, so you don't want to go below 4,800 hit points and 4,900. I can do it now, but still fade a bit. And right here I need to pop Tyrol to heal. So my goal is to get back up to 200 CP, and I'm going to use my S-Craft 4 times across this fight to take him down. That was worth 15. So right here we're going to heal, because the next time he hits me I'll be at full CP. Don't waste your EP with a time spell, it's not really that good. So, True Piercing Wave. Now notice he gets a double turn here because we used Forest Craft. That's why you need to make sure your health doesn't fall below that threshold. So we're gonna fire off another Tyrol. I can do 2 more, or no, 1 more. So right here we're gonna stab him. So that was worth 24 CP, or did I misread that? Anyway, crit time. This is gonna give me a little bit of healing, but more importantly some speed, so maybe I can get a double turn or something. So 94. That was worth 21. Not sure why they changed all of a sudden. So notice right here he gets a double turn, which is why I say watch your HP. As a result, we're going to lose around 4,500 health here, I want to say. So we're going to pop our final Tyrol. And I think this one's going to have to go off at 190. Nope, I'm gonna get the full amount. Unfortunately, this double turn here may kill me. So he does not get a double turn. Tira. That's my last spell. If I had 1 more EP, I could actually cast a different spell. But yeah. Oh well. So I would like to hit him at least once. I may have to gamble here to pull this off. So I need to hit him and hope that he doesn't kill me. No double turn. So I can hit him 1 more time and then I have to immediately S-Craft. Or S-Break. So we're cashing on our 150 here. And down he goes. So she's level 90, apparently. That's 18 levels lower than where she's at now. Holy crap, I did it! Well, it looks like my skills still have a lot of room for improvement. Alright, the victor is decided. Sheath your blades. So, Annalus, how did his swordsmanship appear to you? He fights using the 8 leaves, morning moon, sword drawing techniques, more than technical details, swings his sword to synchronize with breathing, more defensive than offensive, protecting, yada yada yada. Crimes don't disappear. Since none of this changes, that's why I'm not really reading it. The change that's going to happen if you win is coming up in a moment. Before I inherited the way of the sword itself from you, it's only right that someone else should inherit that. What are you talking about? That's settled. Would you accept this, Annalise? The Genu. What's this? It's a blade I've once used myself. I think it would be much happier in the hands of an active practitioner of swordsmanship than in my own at this point. Wait a second. I can possibly accept this. Surely if anyone would be taking this off you, it should be Richard. Perhaps on the surface, but how things are on the surface is not always what is most important. I thought you had just learned that fact. I'm not sure the lessons I learned earlier have anything to do with this. There's no need to think so seriously about this, Annalise. All you need to do is take up this blade and use it to do what you want to do, in the way you choose to do it. That's all anyone expects of you. To do what I want to do in the way I choose to do it. Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to accept it. I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I hope I'll have the chance again one day. So do I. You'll both have to make sure you don't neglect your training, then. Of course. I wouldn't dream of giving it any less than 100%. So yeah, your reward for doing this is that sword, and that thing better be pretty freaking sweet after this headache. Like I said, if he goes first, you can't win, because there's no way to actually get that 60 or so CP. Like, if I never got that, I would have had like 90 CP at the end when I actually needed to finish him off, not even enough for the S-break. And then even if it did go off, it wouldn't have had enough power behind it. By the fruitful experience, Pappy's plan. A lot of work built up. Should be grateful. You knew all along. Looks like Cassius has no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. Thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. That was all about getting stronger, faster, things like that. There's the Genu. So I don't know if Annalise uses the same swords as Chloe and what's her name? Julia. But if you want to see it, 1,000. So an old blade that far eclipses anything I can possibly get. Wonder which one I'm gonna use. But anyway, with this heading out of the way, I'm going to take a break, and as such, I'm going to wrap up the video here.